2, 3, go.
Well, hello, my name is Cecily, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Cecily Music. And what I enjoy about being creative is that it's like therapy for me and also gives me something to do while I'm waiting for calls on my day job.
Woo-hoo. Hey, everyone.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's so nice to see all of your beautiful faces and beautiful graces. I'm alive, and so are we. We made it through the day, y'all. Bam. All right, so I'm going to do one brand new poem, and I'm going to do something about me so you guys get to know a little bit more. The first one does not have a title because I worked on it last night, and the second one I just been spitting this out every time I come to a new place. So, let's get this thing on and popping. Bada boom, bada bam. Sitting here lonely, demons caressing my shoulders, standing heavy in my truth, bolder, heavy shoulders, my spirit has been colder as of late. Late and lonely, feeling homeless when I'm homely. There is a difference between being alone with self and being alone with nobody else. But the demons are there, standing and staring, eyes glaring, stroking my idle thoughts, thoughts that play on loop. Only the demons buy tickets to this show. They get the front row, filling me with the woes of woe is me. This movie is called Mr. Lonely. It plays every time I stay too long in stillness. I could save you some tickets for front row seats. Maybe I want you to see, at least I won't be lonely. So I feel that knotting in my throat again every time I perform my art to strangers. And to Mayaville, you can enjoy the show. But for me, this is how I relate with some form or flow. This is creative. And this is cohesive. This is something that works on me, for me. Now, my insecurities stand by to remind me that I'm weak. My insecurities stand by to remind me that I'm incomplete. My insecurities stand by to remind me that I'm a man that's developing his confidence every single time I get on this stage to speak. But it's spoken word. And yeah, it gets deep. It's deeper than the cuts on my skin from 16 and 18 and 23, I can still feel the heat from all those times I made myself bleed, but I'd rather go out differently. It's those suicidal thoughts that are playing against me. I remember the first time overdosing and realizing I was not free. I woke up and I was seen. Now I hate your gaze, but I'm in the center of your stage. I like to feel your applause and the waves of your hoorays, and I know that you all came to see oxymorons performing today. Open secret. I need the validation because hating myself gets in the way. Lukewarm. I'm rehabilitated from the needle that poisoned my veins. Bittersweet. It's those urges that pull me. It's pretty ugly how I lost myself for no, good baby, keep on hollering. It's pretty ugly how I lost myself for no apparent reason because apparently my being said to lose, but I agreed with myself that I had nothing to lose. So a few years went by before I was able to even get up here and speak to them. It's like I'm telling myself I'm afraid to speak about my truth, battling for confidence while making a show out of it too, and nobody, I promise you, nobody told me that I could be fluent. My own student taught how to live through shame, passed exams on taking the responsibilities and blame, making sure that I became more than the laminate. And I still lose my cool when shit hits the fan and I have no control over it. I'm depleted from the leading role in my life. My life, my life, my life, my life. It needs to be led through my sight, so I'm seeing clear. Depression shines light on growth, so I'm here on this stage performing for the evening display, but your attention is spanned in my well, so you stay. Thank you for staying. You guys got to enjoy the stresses of another person's problem today. Just know, I did speak. It came from the deep. So now I'm tired of being on your stage, my anxiety and my stresses being thrown in your face, but it is my face that's stressed less now, with those seldom frowns. And this is a face that's staring into a crowd who knows all about my ups and my downs, but you ain't got to worry about it. My crown is still poised. Thank you.
You did an awesome job, my friend. Thank you for coming, and hope to see you next time. And now we're going to have the extraordinary James Teach Wilson to the stage, who I've known for approximately 11 years, who runs Wider Perspective Publishing, who has a variety of different books out, some his, some of others. What am I leaving out, man? And he has a monthly poetry venues list that you can find out, and he will email it to you happily if you want to. All right? Okay, I'm a weird hybrid because ours is poems and songs, but he emails that one out too. Here we go. Let's get it going.
Not that tall. I am standing up. So yeah, if you want to be on the mailing list to receive information about events like this and other poetry-friendly venues, as I call them, that means some of them are strictly poetry, but some of them are not strictly poetry, but they'll let you get away with it. If you want to get that in your email box, just let me know before I leave here. I'll jot your email down, and I'll send you one probably tonight or tomorrow to get you started. I try to send them out about every 10 days or so I'm not blowing up your email box every 50 minutes, because you'll be surprised at how many poetry venues there are in Hampton Roads. So how many are we doing? 7, 25? My whole repertoire of almost 800. What you got? Okay, 3 or 4. You heard it. This one was one of them's the Iliad. I wrote that. You didn't know that. This one was inspired by a fellow poet here in Hampton Roads, Taz Waysweet, from a thing that she said introducing a poem one time. And if you know her, you can try and figure out which line is most pulled from her. It's called Run, 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 Run Away. When you see the world in black and white, saying I love you seems terrifying, monumental, trying to kithe some message from the universe or from fate or from God or songs played back to back on the radio. Catcher in the Rye leaves so many dissatisfied. So is reflecting on reflection more about my complex or my complexion? I can walk and chew gum at the same time. So why is it that I can't combine passing through walls or singing my own 4-part harmony or reading minds or flying to the moon with maintaining a simple heartbeat? What can you see? What messages from the world do you glean staring wistfully out the window of a city bus, a Greyhound, Amtrak, a Delta, when all you can run from is trapped within you? How many transfers will you run through to win the staring contest that started when all I said was, look into my eyes? When you see the world in black and white, hearing I love you seems terrifying and monumental. You'd rather gaze through a window than into the windows of another soul, though in either your focus may shift and there you are, come into sharp view. And while you might see what I see looking at me, somehow the window's wide, blank space sounds like a safe place. So is reflecting on reflection more about your complex or your complexion? I think that reflection triggers this complex, and even citing your complexion brings this reflex. So whispering in the tornado, you'd give anything not to be heard. I get that loud and clear, but the lengths you'd go to not hear or receive the braille in your own goosebumps. It's clear that it's from inside, it's fear, and you've got me and the whole damn world stumped. My apologies, but 2 of the pieces I'm doing tonight are drafts. I haven't finished them, but I figured presenting the 2 finished ones and the 2 draft ones. You'll get a good feel for my repertoire. And I'm opening all of the things. This one, I've been talked into doing another book. I've got 2 of my own out, and I'm going to do this other one. It's going to be real short because I started collecting poems that I refer to as the devil, my roommate. And this is the first of them. I'm up to 6 now. They say I should get 13 and then wrap up the book and put it out. The devil drove me home last night. I had gotten too drunk at a party, so he came in the middle of the night to fetch me. Didn't once mention that I shouldn't have gotten so smashed. As conversation petered out, he didn't complain about the hour nor the distance. But when I thanked him at the house, he did mutter, "You owe me." Yeah, who do you owe something to? Okay. This one first. This is a draft. It's called Carolyn. Carolyn, she kept trying to kiss me, which I did not want. You'd think at 16, 17 that I was a virile young man ready for a 21-year-old woman. But I had a girlfriend, and this other person was so insistent. Wait, why me? What was so good about me? And she was a dangerous combination of older than me, an adult, and far, far less mature. She was dangerous because she pegged me as a breast man at 16, 17. How are you worried about a 16, 17-year-old wanting to know your shapes? Dress the part, talk to me enticingly about my future at the same college she was going to, wore bras that kept them loose, slung low so I would remember and know, floppy dresses and barefoot every chance she got, old enough to peg me as loving, flowery, flowy, dance under the moonlight girls. Mature enough to know to not mess with someone 5 years younger, but immature enough to know how to mess with someone who has a girlfriend. Immature enough to want me anyways. Dangerous because to her I could only be play. But eyeing me too seriously, I told her to go away. She kept trying to kiss me. All right, last one. And this one's also a draft. Thank you. I'm calling because I have the duteous on. No. The painful, no. Regrettably, I have to inform you. Yeah, that's. Ring. Hi, how are you? Yeah, me too. Sorry to rush to the point. I didn't know how much time I have. Regrettably, I have to inform you. And I wanted you to hear it from me first, that I'm dead. No, that's the I'm in trouble call. This is different. I am dead. Please come to me. I can't come to you. Come collect me and get my things. That way you see you can start sitting among my things, vacillating between wondering what to do with them and how many of them is the right thing to do to keep. Don't play? Seriously, I've seldom been more serious. This is quite serious. I knew a long time ago I wasn't going to survive. Why didn't you get that memo? It said, we're all going to die. Someday, you'll have to let go. For me, it was this day on lunchtime. For you, it will be some night. You didn't ask for this. Well, that's debatable, but you sure did sign up for this. You might be a master of debating in the family where you're from. You will try this, but you can do that after you come get me. See, they do not want me to drive now. And debating on the phone like this will just waste both of our time. That should have been not wasted while debating while I was alive. Sure, keep talking and not moving, trying to remain unmoved, but I will retain the greater ability to inflict me upon you. See, it's warm here, and I cut back on preservatives just like you said to. This is really real. I hope you didn't think I did this to inconvenience you. Unapologetically, I'm sorry, but now, more fact than person. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Because I need you to come pick me up now that I'm laying down. See, sure, there's stuff you missed along the way, signs of things to come, stuff you should have cared about and stuff you should have just let go. Like, how does that spilled soda mark on the floor look now? Are you not coming to get me because you didn't like how I did the dishes or drove in the wrong lane too long for your taste? With the coroner? Well, I thought you might like to spend this last bit of time alone. That thing you said repeatedly when I was about to leave home or get off the phone. See, your convictions lack backing now. What was that? What did you say? Well, just who is dead here anyway?
Round of applause, everybody, and definitely take what this man lives.
So as he said, I did work on recording my next release finally after a long fought 2 years. A lot of times you just need someone to believe in you sometimes. So as a result, I think it's finally coming around. So the next 30 days, there should be a new single coming. This song will be on the next project called Rise. Because I think the whole basis of it is like you've been to the mountains, you've been to the lowest of the valleys. But like we all know that every mountain has a downside sometimes, so. Driving through this life, feeling all alone. Out in these streets with no place to call home. Now you question why peace is so hard to find. The failures and hard times make you cry. With all the past mistakes and lost tears down your face as you're digging for courage to grow. The night shifts today, so you flip another page, lifting yourself above the floor. 'Cause every mountain has its downside. Hope is a very steep climb. You can't rise, you'll feel like screaming on the inside. Even in shadows there is light. You can't rise. Sitting by yourself in a crowded room, watching all these faces act out their truth. Paint a pretty smile on so that no one knows. The poison in your mind has took control. All the new mistakes and fresh tears down your face as you're praying for courage to grow. Night shifts the day, so you turn another page, lifting yourself above the floor. 'Cause every mountain has its downside. Hope is a very steep climb. You'll feel like screaming on the inside. Even in shadows there is light. You can rise. You can rise. All the past mistakes and lost tears in your face as you're digging for courage to grow. Night turns to day, so you flip another page, lifting yourself above the floor. 'Cause every mountain has its downside. Hope is a very steep climb. You're gonna rise, you'll feel like screaming on the inside. Even the shadows have light. You're gonna rise. Thank y'all very much. One more? So I'm typically like a fun-loving guy. So here's a fun song. We'll see how it goes. I've never played this before, so. You lit your passion on fire. Now you got me burning flames of desire. Oh wait, let's try this again. This is new. Let's try this again. Exclusive. You lit your passion on fire. Now you got me burning flames of desire. The kiss keep me straight hypnotic. Keep me strung on like a good narcotic. The way you tease, I just can't believe the webs you weave in your playful schemes. You're just too good at selling dreams. You struck me blind, but now I see. Rocking all night, I'm loving your vibes. Something just right. You're a dangerous type, crazy kind of dangerous type. Rocking all night, I'm loving your vibes. Something just right. You're a dangerous type, a crazy kind of dangerous type. The way your body keeps moving, the way your body keeps moving, telling me that you're down to come home with me. Rocking all night, loving your vibes. Something just right. You're a dangerous type, a crazy kind of dangerous type. Rocking all night, loving your vibes. Something just right. You're a dangerous type, a crazy kind of dangerous type. Work in progress on that one. And Alex is not here. Yeah, that's all I got. The next what?
Single stuff. However you find you, all the drill. You know the drill, man.
If you want to know when the next single comes out, check me out on all the Facebook and social medias and stuff. Please make sure you follow. Help me beat the algorithm.
T.A. Gatling, everybody.
My name is T.A. Gatling. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at the G Show 757 or T.A. Gatling.
And what do you enjoy about being creative?
What do I do about being creative?
What do you enjoy about it?
What do I enjoy about it? All the friends. All
Oh,
the wonderful friends I make.
that's so hallmarky. Okay, very beautifully.
Thank you guys. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple of pieces with you guys. The first one, I am part of a podcast. It's called ¿Qué pasa, mujer? What's up, women? We talk about, being Latina and living and growing up in the United States. And it's supposed to be an empowering piece. It was just published in a little internet kind of book. It's called S.p.e.a.c, a collection of feminine divine. So this is called ¿Qué pasa, mujer? So ¿qué pasa, mujer? Why are you allowing doubt to sit at your table? Look back at the ones that you have loved, the children you get to call your own, the success you have managed to design. A combination of colors no one would think to have, turning different into your trademark, accepting at times that dinner will still be amazing even if the table is only set for one. ¿Qué pasa, mujer? I know sometimes it's easier to settle for less, to think that that is all you deserve because society lets you to think that way. Remember, you are a star, existing in a constellation where others assume the object is to outshine the other stars. But not you. You are your own sun. Let your light be that I'm still standing message you shout to everyone you know. Recognize each rotation as a different stage in your life. You must learn to extract the joy out of every moment. Celebrate the good with all the bad. Give yourself grace. All the good you put out in the universe will come back to you in due time. Let them feel your heat. Understand you may be too much for some, yet necessary for others to know. And that is where your magic lies. You can fly, travel the other side of the Milky Way, make friends out of worlds you never thought to interlace. And then you learn that we are more alike than different when we let our stories be heard. That as women, we are innate creators with the capacity to give or take. Ruler of our own castles, we will always have the last say. Stay true to yourself. Every lesson learned becomes a teaching moment when we share with one another, making each generation stronger than the next. We are warriors, we are saviors, givers of life, responsible for passing down knowledge like only a nurturer can. Never doubt your strength. You are power personified. You are phenomenal. Eres mujer. Thank you. Like Alex said, I'm also a slam poet, and our busy season is coming. So we are actually having, I represent Verbenders right now. Verbenders is the adult slam team for Hampton Roads. And we are currently ranked number 3 in the nation. And we are having our Grand Slam, which is our slam to pick our team that's going to represent our team this year. And that is going to be February 7th, and it's going to be at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts. So if you can, come out and support us. Get bent. I'm also going to be competing in Women of the World. That's a competition that's going to be held in Baltimore at the end of March. And it's a nice, different slam. Usually slam poems are 3 minutes long. For this event, we have to have a 1 minute, a 2 minute, a 3 minute, and a 4 minute poem. So this is a little 1 minute poem that I'm trying to bring with me for that competition. And last time I competed, I ended up 18 out of 62 poets. So the goal is to be a little bit higher than 18. Okay. To his defense, I don't think he knew the extent of what he did, the impact of the words he was constantly throwing at me. I became his moving target, but his words stuck with such a force, tattooed on my skin, that each time I peeled them off, I lost a part of me. Because after so many years of being talked down upon, you start thinking that that's where you belong, on the ground. They hit so hard that years later, I'm still cradling the little girl inside. You broke me, but you didn't win. It took all the women in me to muster the courage to tell you that you do not control me. Your words are no longer the kryptonite that makes me weak. It took several versions of me to be able to marvel at the wonder that I could be, that when I love me, the words of people like you, they don't mean shit. But to his defense, I don't think he knew the beast that he was creating in me, that the insufficient, insecure other he grew me to be could become this confident woman with enough love for self to never let another human make her doubt her worth ever again. Thank you.
Hello, this is Maddie G, everybody. And now, where can we find you?
Follow me, please, on the social medias. On Facebook, I am Madeline Garcia. On Instagram, I am Maddie G98.
Okay. And also, I have to ask this question because I lost footage of when we did it 2 years ago when my dad was still with us. What do you enjoy about being creative?
Oh, being creative is therapy for me. So I'm a poet. I write my feelings on paper, and then I get to share it with the world, and that's kind of how I heal. So I love creating. One of the biggest things is that when we are creating, we think that we write for ourselves and we do things for ourselves, and then you get into a venue and you share your work, and so many people relate with you, and you understand that we are more alike than we are different. So I enjoy that.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've known this woman for almost 10 years, people. All right, and if you don't know who she is, you better ask somebody.
Thank you.